What are you doing, Step Bro? I guess I'm just starting every video like this from now on. How's it going, everyone? It's PixxelTrixx. Welcome back to Minecraft. We have a huge update. They have added a lot of quality of life changes to this game, and yeah, I'm really enjoying. I've been playing this game so much, dude. I added so much. I have like so much stuff to show off to you, but we'll get to that. The first thing we're going to do is get ourselves one of the new mobs, the Happy Ghast, and I have the best way of getting the Happy Ghast, a really easy, simple way of doing it. As you can see, I made this kind of room for Hilda over here. Anyone remember Hilda? Everyone's favorite character in the PixxelTrixx Minecraft series. Yeah, check it out. So we have this piglin here, right? And what we could do is actually trade golds with it to get ourselves a Happy Ghast. Now, the Happy Ghast is a really low drop rate. I think it's the same as like an ender pearl, I want to say. I believe so. Which is about like 2%. So this is going to take us a while. But yeah, we can get like soul sand, all kinds of really cool stuff. We can just throw it back at them if we so wish. I think we just throw stuff at them. Like so. Yeah, throw a stack of golds and then they'll just keep throwing stuff at us. This is a great way of getting it. Wow, we got it immediately. That's like a 2% chance. What the hell on the second try? That's crazy. Okay, so we got ourselves the dried gas. That's so incredibly lucky. Oh, and we got the ender. These are 2% chance drops, bro. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, we can actually craft our own saddles now with this update. Yeah, with leather and I think 1 iron ingot, which is crazy. Isn't that insane? Yeah, check this out. Saddle. Well, we can do it, believe me, dudes. Okay, that's it. All right. We can get multiple Happy Ghast too. But yeah, this is the easiest way of getting it, I believe, if you don't want to go out. You can throw it down. Look how cute it is. It's a little goob. I love the sound effect too. Oh, man, that's crunchy, dude. Okay, so as you can hear, it's really like crunchy. It's really warm. So what we have to do with this thing, let's put our gold away for now. I got tons of this stuff. I can't believe how, yeah, I got a little aesthetic going on here. I make candles, dude. I have a bee farm now, dude. I have so much stuff to show you, but the first thing we have to do is actually put this little goober in water, because that's how it pretty much turns into the Happy Ghast from the dried gas. It'll take like 20 minutes though, but that's fine because I have so much stuff I want to show off to you guys. So we could just put like dried gas all over the place if we want them never to turn. They're kind of cute this way, dudes. But they're sad though. Yeah, like I said, I went off. Let's find this little spot for this little goob. Yeah, we need to waterlog this mob, right? So we'll put you right here. Then we'll put some glass on either side. Let's actually have you facing this way, little buddy. Look how cute. They're so cute. Stay hydrated. So in about 20 minutes, this thing will turn into its next form. I forget what it's called. I think it's like a gasoline or something. They're really cute. Wow, that looks awesome. I just built this last night. Yeah, I built a little honey hive. Well, now that we have this time to wait, I guess I could show off all the stuff that I've been doing. Yeah, like I said, I kind of went off in this game. So I found bees. You can make bees really easy in your world if you have an oak tree. And then you put an oak tree sapling down next to a flower. There's like a low chance that a hive will spawn. And then you can use Silk Touch to get a hive. And then you can pretty much start farming honey. So essentially, the way that you get honey from these bees here is they'll go to the flowers, pollinate them, bring them back, and create honey, just like normal bees. But if you have a bonfire underneath it, the smoke will calm them down, and then you can use a bottle to get a jar of honey, or you can use shears to get these honeycombs, which you can then use for all kinds of stuff. You can make like these kind of like man-made bee things, beehives. We can also make candles, as you can see, just with these honeycombs and string. It's pretty cool. I made some big changes to our little farm here. I took away our carrots and put a bunch of flowers so the bees could just pollinate here. I also have this auto wheat farm. I want to expand it. It's not very big, but yeah, I just added a few more hives. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, if you don't have a bonfire underneath it, and you try to harvest the honey, the bees will attack you. And if they attack you, they'll actually die, much like normal bees. So you want to make sure you have tons of bees in your world. Just in case something happens to all of my bees out here. I have my own bee honey hive here. Oh wow, there's all kinds of bees in here. Look at this. But yeah, you can breed them with flowers, just like so. And, you know, we have all these poppies from the iron farm, from the golems. So I was like, wow, this works perfectly together. This is a great, like, multiple farm here. But yeah, I just want to show off. We can take our shears and we can do this. Very satisfying. We get these honeycomb pieces, which is pretty cool. Let's put this away for now. So I've been having a lot of fun with the bees. The bees have been a really good time. Let's go ahead and get out of here. But yeah, I also made this, kind of like automatic cow farm. It's kind of twisted, so I made a little place so people wouldn't see it. But yeah, if you go in here, it's actually pretty evil because it's like nether brick. I made it nether brick and then like red candles, dude. Like this looks kind of demonic, bro. Honestly. But it's kind of gnarly. Okay, so the way it works, this is an entity cramming farm. So after about 26 of a single mob is occupying 1 block space, it will start killing off the mob. So we can breed them like so. And then they'll create more cows and just pretty much die on the spot, right? And once they die, it'll go through a hopper system underneath and it will collect the beef and the leather. So this is a very efficient way of farming cows, right? Even though it's kind of a gnarly way of living, but I mean, they like it though. It's okay because I put all this hay here and they love the hay. Oh yeah, I'll show this off too. So it's basically just like a dispenser with water here. And then we hit this and it'll make the water go back in the dispenser. And it'll basically take all the crops, put them into these hoppers and it'll go straight to the chest, right? Cool, right? I love automatic stuff like this. This is a really like low area farm. I just made it last night because I was like, I don't know, man. I've been playing so much Minecraft and I've been obsessing over this game and checking out all these cool things that we could do. There's so many cool like things we could do like redstone and stuff, but yeah, this looks awesome. This is a good spot for bees too because when the bees are pollinated, as you can see, they have these little spots on them. When they go over crops, it will actually act as like bone meal. So yeah, when those little particles hit the crops, it'll be like free bone meal things, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this area looks awesome when it's all like done up. You could also just use bone meal like this, right? It looks so good. I really like this little farm. I like how the design is. It's something different. It's not just the typical like upside down V shape I've been doing on most of my builds. I've been trying to try different stuff. But yeah, you'll see that right here in our new spot. I also made this little hut here. It's nothing super fancy. It's just so we could have more villagers just vibing here, right? It's just beds. But I think it looks cool. I like these little huts we've been making, right? I think they're kind of fun. Bring a little more life into this place. But yeah, you can get a great view of what I've been, my next project up here. Oh, hey, Boney. Look at you just vibing here. Yeah, let's go up here and check this out. This iron golem that I have here has been like standing on this and like nearly has pushed me off this multiple times. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I put a couple beehives up here just for fun. Oh yeah, here's a cool new change. When music starts playing, you can toggle it so it will show the artist who made the song and the song name, which is pretty cool. I definitely suggest doing that if you're playing on Java, so you know you can get familiar with all the songs and stuff. But yeah, essentially, villagers can't have villages spawn in the jungle, so I thought I would make my own. So this is kind of like a work in progress. I got a couple builds here. We got some fun interior design. I got some Fletchers and some pretty useful stuff. I've been trying to get some good Fletchers that have poison arrows, and I actually got one that's like down there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, as far as the interior, it's just a couple candles, bookshelves. I decided whenever I get something really rare, I'll take it up here and I'll frame it so I don't accidentally use it if it's like a, you know, resource that can be used up. But yeah, I just put a book and quill here with you know, make it look kind of cool. I've been experimenting with these trapdoors too for aesthetics, stuff like that, right? Have a little farm for the villagers here. Nothing crazy, just something for them to do. But that's our first house. Go over here. This is like the main place where they all meet up at the end of the day. the bell. It's pretty fun. Oh, this is a trash can. Okay, so you can take a cactus, and if you have something disposable that you want to get rid of, you can throw it and it'll get destroyed by the cactus, which is a property a lot of people don't know about, but you can actually use this to create a trash can. Just put some paintings around it and then put a trapdoor. It's pretty cool. It's very useful if you don't want to put lava or fire in a dangerous spot around your villagers or something. But yeah, a little outdoor house, right? A couple paintings, another little place for the farmers to do their things, some crying obsidian, you know, a pot with a flower, some pretty basic stuff. I made this cool like ceramic pot theme too. We need to get some designs for this. Yeah, you can find like crests or some kind of like design that you could put on your pots. I'm really looking forward to finding stuff like that. I think it was part of the archaeology update, but yeah, some more like framed stuff, some more paintings, you know, pretty basic stuff. Nothing super complicated. Again, I really like this design of the trapdoors. The trapdoors, you can do so much with them. You can actually use them for a little thing that you can jump off of if you want to use your elytra to fly off, or just have a look around, admire the scenery here. I really like how it looks on multiple angles. Yeah, we have a lot of villagers up here at this point. But yeah, so basically, if I were to try to harvest this, because there's no smoke on it, the bees will attack me. But, you know, these are just kind of like fun honeycombs just for fun. I really love how this turned out. I don't know why this is so much better looking than the others, in my opinion. Yeah, put a little chair. Look, it's like a stair with the trapdoors. It looks like a little chair, right? The world's most uncomfy chair. It's made of stone. Let's see how I look. Oh yeah, living the good life right here. Oh, that kind of looks like I'm sitting very uncomfortably. I'm trying. Yeah, we vibing. My elytra clipping through. Yeah, a couple paintings, some workbenches. I really like these leather themes. Right. Green candles. They kind of look like pickles. There's that bee. I love the bees. They're so cute, aren't they? Are you stuck? You look stuck. How did you get... Okay, I don't know how the iron golems keep getting on the other side. I think they can climb on the trapdoors, or maybe on this, actually. Maybe they do this and jump. Yeah, I have a couple iron golems down there, I guess, guarding the perimeter now, but it's fine. They're fine. Yeah. Fun little thing. Whee! Is that a cat? Oh, it was a fish. Maybe it was catfish. Alright, let's check on our dried ghasts. Because after about like 5 to 10 minutes, I think their expression will change. Yeah, it just changed. Look, perfect timing. Look, now they, instead of a sad face, it's just like a kind of like a line like that. It's kind of funny looking. But eventually it will turn into a happy face. Love our bees vibing here. Right. But yeah, you may be wondering, so where's all my carrot farm if it's not here? Well, check it out. I wanted to try to put all my farms really close together so they'll all activate simultaneously. And right here we have an automatic carrot farm. The way it works is we have a hopper underneath this thing with a rail, and then a minecart with a hopper in it with a trapdoor. So the idea is this guy will go around and he'll pick up all of the carrots, and when his inventory is full, he'll attempt to give it to this villager, so he'll throw it at him. But since this is in the way, it'll never reach them, and it will instead go into our hopper system. And then check it out. Yeah, really efficient, really cool. We get tons of really easy food just passively, and we don't ever have to worry about getting carrots again. You just want to make sure that they both have beds, because that's a really common thing. I see a lot of people like figuring out, like, why is this not working? But it's usually because they don't have beds. Pretty cool though, pretty fun, kind of twisted, but again, it's out of sight, so out of sight, out of minds. So yeah, you know what I was thinking about doing? I was thinking about taking all of my animals, right, and putting them up in this like centerpiece underneath my house where I don't really have anything going on, and creating kind of animal like paradise in there. That sounds like fun. And then I can convert this all into wheat. I don't know, would you want to see that progress, or would you want me to do that off camera and just kind of show off all this crazy stuff I've been doing, right? Alright, let's check on our gas. because we have a lot more to show off before all is said and done here. Okay, it looks like they're still vibing in the water. Well, we got plenty of time, so I think now is a good time to actually show you my nether base. Yeah, okay, so, oh yeah, before that, okay, so the ghast, the way they grow up is when they turn into the like teenage form. After 20 minutes, they'll turn into their adult happy ghast form, but you can speed it up if you have snowballs. So what I have here is a snow golem farm. I just made a snow golem with 2 snow blocks and a pumpkin head, and I put them here so they can leave. The way snow golems work is whatever they're on, they'll create a snow path, and we can use that to our advantage to get infinite snow. So basically just put them here, hold right click, and there you go. You get all the snow you could ever need. And again, you can use the snow to create the happy ghast a lot faster. So yeah, this is a cool way to get infinite blocks too. You can turn it into like snow blocks like so. So if you want like some fun building blocks in like a snow area, you could do that, which is a lot of fun. I also have this cool little cactus farm I just whipped up. Pretty simple. We just got fences, so if there's anything next to a cactus, it won't grow up. So when it does grow up, it'll instantly break from this, go into this hopper system, and then bam. Really easy, really simple. Real good, real nice, right? Alright. I think that's all my automatic farms that I have right now currently, but yeah, I definitely want to show off this nether hub that I've been working on because it is massive and it is incredibly useful too, bro. I definitely, so you've already seen Hilda's area, which is very different, right? I wanted to try to make it look good since they're just kind of stuck here. But yeah, wow, Hilda really pulled through with that dry gas, didn't they? I'll probably get some more from them later. Probably do it off camera. But yeah, I expanded it, as you can see, to make it super uber safe. I also got this other piglin. Do they grow up? I don't think so. I don't know. I need to figure out if I could do anything with this piglin here. I think there's a way you can force them to grow up, and then we can have another trade. Mob? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, the glass makes it so no mobs can spawn on the glass, right? So pretty useful. We get this nice view of the nether and all this crazy stuff I built. I think the first thing we'll go to is our nether fortress. Check this out. Look at this huge highway. Look how fast too. I like what I did with the fire on the side as well. It's kind of an epic little path. But basically, you can go on these boat ice paths, ice highways, I guess we'll call them. And look at this. I love this little cove I found. I didn't make this. It was just kind of like this. And I put a roof on it. And yeah, you know, I put some blocks here. Pretty cool. Pretty fun. Made some nether bricks right here. And as you can see, I got a ton of wither skulls. I'm making quite the collection right now. These are really rare and hard to come across. So what I did do was I converted my nether fortress into a place where we can farm wither skulls, right? So basically, I made it gas proof, so we don't have to worry about getting blown up by gas. And I just expanded it so like the rails here are open, so there's more chances for the wither skeletons to spawn. When you actually do see wither skeleton too, they are 3 blocks high, much like the Enderman. So if you have a block like this, then they aren't able to attack you. We have some magma cubes here. Deal with you. Have some poison arrow. They do not care. Trying to get these boys out of the way. I'm just trying to, yeah, get this wither so I could demonstrate. So if you have a nether fortress, dudes, and this is all versions, by the way, do this. Because look, they can't reach you. Yeah, you could just kite them here, up, and then just deal with them just like so. See? Super easy, super fast. You can make them with any block. Just make sure it's 2 blocks tall. And yeah, this is a really great way. You can put them all over your nether fortress. Just try to leave these hallways open so they'll have more room to spawn, right? Yeah, and try to like open these side things like I did like so, right? And eventually, with enough luck and maybe a looting 3 sword, you'll eventually get a ton of wither skulls. So now, dudes, we can summon the wither whenever we want. But I have plans for the wither for this playthrough. I have big plans, right? But we'll get to that when we get to that. We actually have a lot of stuff we have to do before that, right? It's actually a very risky way of dealing with it. But yeah, another cool benefit of having these ice highways is you can go really far away and just pretty much despawn everything in that area and then come back. Like really fast too, right? Like you can travel like multiple blocks at a time. I highly suggest looking into this because it's a lot of fun. But you can do that, go back if you had no luck with finding any wither skeletons. You can pretty much just do that and rinse and repeat. See if you get lucky. Like sometimes there's multiple wither skeletons here. Just want to see if it could show it off. I mean, other times, you know, you don't get so lucky, but it is what it is. I was thinking about spawn proofing the top of this. I think that would help a lot. But oh whoa, zombie pigman freaking jump scare, bro. Let's get out of here. But yeah, this is just the start. This is actually my most recent thing I've been doing. This is another thing I did yesterday. I went on a gnarly sesh yesterday, bro. Whew, all right. But yeah, let's show off the other stuff that I've been doing. Because now we have a really easy, fast way of getting to Nether Fortress whenever we so wish. Which is very useful for getting blaze rods and the like. And look, we don't even have to deal with any mobs along the way too, which is very cool. But I have some other highways that I built that will take us to some key points in our areas here. I think I was talking about it last time. Oh yeah, these guys will sometimes spawn here. I haven't, you know, put glass here, so they'll spawn here sometimes, but it's fine. Yeah, I just blocked this off. I don't know if there's a reason to go back to the Bastion ever, but we might do something with that later on, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll show off this first, right? We have a couple divergent paths, ladies and gentlemen, where we can go in multiple places here. How the heck did you get here? God, don't judge me, dude. They were looking at me funny. But yeah, okay. Here's one of our shortcuts here. Let's go ahead and see what's behind door number 1. This will take us here to our mob grinder. Right? Yeah, our XP farm. Oh yeah, I put some tinted glass so we could actually see all the magic happening here. Pretty cool, pretty fun. If you remember, this is like the area where I have all my librarians. So if I ever want to come back here, I don't have to make that trip anymore. Give my elytra a break, right? I could actually probably just make it so this is completely underground at this point, thinking about this. Like, I don't need that ladder that goes to the surface here anymore. Yeah, we could just make this a completely underground structure, which kind of sounds fun to me, honestly. But yeah, that's not all. If we go up here, we got ourselves another little path here. And it leads us to another very important spot. I tried to make it look cool here. Didn't really have a lot of stuff on me at the time, but you know, you work with what you got. But yeah, this will take us to my ice farm, right? See how cool this is? I love this. So the way this works, right, is I just use my nether compass with my lodestone back at the nether to, you know where to like go back to. I pretty much build the portal here and just go back to my nether hub. That's why the lodestones are so very useful. Right. Okay, let's head back. I love how fast it is too. I was thinking about like kind of changing this maybe a little bit. I don't know. It's been fun. I like making these like connecting paths to all my like key points in my areas. But I have, I think, one more after this too, which is very far away but very useful. So we can go in here. Go up this. Yeah, the next one is pretty long, pretty satisfying. That's another thing. It's just fun going on these ice paths. Dude, I should make a path to the ancient city. I should, honestly, but that would take so long. No. And we already have one in the overworld. Honestly, I should have never made that one in the overworlds. I shouldn't have. I should have always done. Where am I going? Where's my thing? It's up. Right. It's up this way. I have so many paths now. It's so easy to get mixed up. Right. Try to spawn proof this. If anything, trying to put glass everywhere. I need more sand, bro. Need to find a sand farm. I know there's a way you could like duplicate sand in a crazy way. Right, we have a couple different designs for Ice Pass. But yeah, this will take us right back to our underground monument. I made a couple of changes, nothing crazy. Right. I just made it so it's a very obvious and clear path. Yeah, I put a bed here just so I could put my respawn here. But I made it really obvious where to go to make it to the end portal. So if we ever want to find a path back to the ocean monument or the ends, we could do it just like so. Now this is very useful. I found out that you can actually farm this obsidian and it respawns every time. This like little platform of obsidian. Every time you enter the nether or the end, it always comes back. So if you want to get a shit ton of obsidian, this is a really easy way to do it. Just build a little thing around it so you can go around, but anything you like place on top of it will always like break. But yeah, stuff around it is fair game. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty nice. I haven't really been doing much else other than grinding a little obsidian so I can make these portals in the end city, right? But yeah, essentially the idea is when I want to farm obsidian, I can just set my spawn at that bed and bam, I'm back here. So if I want to go back to get more obsidian, I could just go right back there. Pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty nice, right? But I think with that, that's pretty much everything I've done off camera, which is a lot. It's definitely a lot. I think at the beginning of this series, I was so adamant about showing everything, and wow, that has changed. But it has been multiple years, so yeah, I guess it's just how it is. Alright, let's see. Let's head back to the overworld and see our progress on our little gas goon that we got down here. I'm excited. Yeah, you can actually ride this mob. This is a rideable mob. It's kind of like a mount, even, if you will. But you do have to craft a harness. But thankfully, I do have everything that I need for that on us, of course. So what we're going to do, set it up here. And I guess we'll build that really fast, huh? And nighttime, let's go to sleep. But yeah, the way it works is whatever color you want the harness to be of wool in the center, 2 glass, and then a leather, and then you can create a harness. We can use this to ride the happy gas when it matures, which is really exciting. Just away for now. I forgot to put away my gold shoes. That's fine. You an adult yet? Or a teenager? Oh yeah, you can see now they're smiling. Okay, so we were able to see every stage of the gas, which is really cool. I'm glad I was able to show that off. But yeah, they've made some pretty big changes to a lot of items that used to be really important before, or really hard to get before. Yeah, you can craft saddles now. Look how crazy that is, right? You can also craft leads without slime blocks now. 2 leads just for 5 string, which is absurdly good. Like, bro, that is broken. Look, 6 leads just like that. Remember how hard they used to be to come by before? If you don't have a decent slime farm, that is, yeah. Kind of crazy. That's kind of a cool thing. There's been some changes with the leads as well. I love this change. The music. So the music will also play if you pause, and it'll always show the artist name and the name of the song. Pretty cool. I didn't realize there were so many different people that made the music in Minecraft. It's kind of cool. There it is. Wow, that's so cool. So this is the second stage. Yeah, I believe they're called the Ghastling. They have these cool little gills on the side, as you can see. Come on, little buddy. You look like a little ghost. Okay, but yeah, as you can see, they will follow you if you have... Oh, they sound so cute. But yeah, we can feed them snowballs to make it so they grow up faster. Real talk, I wish we could keep them in this form. Come on, buddy. Hey, I got more food. Get down here. I have an idea. I'm gonna take this. Take you. You right there. So you don't leave, okay? They sound very adorable. Yeah, let's feed them all of our snowballs that we got here. They'll speed up the process of them. I was gonna say evolving in Pokemon Play. I'm like trying desperately not to hit you with snowballs. No! I'm sorry, little goon. Oh, they grew up! There it is! Okay, they are now the fully adult form, the Happy Ghast. Wow, look how huge they are! They grow up so fast, dudes. Okay, well. Come on, little goober. I'm trying to get you down so I can put this... Yeah? They're mad at me because I hit them with the snowball. Yeah, you looking good now. That's crazy. Look how cool it is. Oh my god. Yo. Let's go. I think we'll break the lead if we keep going. Oh my god. Yeah. Look at us. That is so sick, dude. That's a lot of fun. Okay, so now we have a rideable mount. Crazy, right? There is actually a rideable mount in Minecraft, and this is really good for building things in the sky. So you know what I was thinking, right? I was thinking about building a castle in the sky for these villagers that have been living in this teeny little thing while all these guys down here get all the good stuff. Okay, yeah, this is my first time riding the Happy Ghast. Obviously very slow, but yeah, this particular mob has 10 hearts of health. You can see it right there. It will naturally regenerate over time. I think in the rain, it regenerates really faster, or underwater, I believe. But yeah, if you want to make adjustments to your builds, wow, it's going to make building here so much easier. I could do some crazy stuff, right? Yeah, that's so cool, actually. I love the little goggles on it, too. That looks so funny. Look at me just vibing. But yeah, I was thinking about building the castle in the sky. Is that something you want to see me do? Or should I do that off camera? Because that's probably going to be like a 4-hour video if I do that. Like something crazy like that, right? But I think having this mob will make it a lot easier. But yeah, I was thinking about converting everything in the center here into an area for my animals, right? Yeah, this is a very slow mob. But that's fine. They can't make it super fast or else it would just completely... replace Elytra. This is so cool though. I love this. Wow. I think when you get off too, like this, it will just stay still. So if you want to place blocks, wow, it's just like a platform. That's cool. It's very useful. Okay, so I had this idea that I could take this thing because you can actually like pick up mobs with leads on the Happy Ghast. How that works? Not entirely sure, but I think it's kind of a cool idea. So let's say I go down here and I want this cow, right? Can I click it from here? Am I too far? Let's get you. So I can connect the lead to you, I think, right? I know there's a way you can like carry mobs. Yeah, we're doing it. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we can carry the mob with the lead. That is pretty sick, actually, huh? I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I think I am. Yeah, look at that. So if we find a mob we want and we want to put it in a specific location, we can just do that. Okay, well, there you go. There you have it. The Happy Ghast. Ow. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell to notifications, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Big thanks to everyone on Patreon and YouTube members for helping out the channel.